Hi guys, Leah here with H2KAKWS. Thanks for joining me today. I am here with a different project for my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit for March. This is actually my last project, and I have this sheet of paper left from the Bloom Street collection, and I'm going to create a mini album using this one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. Now, I followed tutorial from Lyric Lover Crafts, and I will put her link down below. This is going to end up being a mini album of photos of Grace and Peyton, who are my partner's granddaughters. I call them mine because they are mine. I love them like they're my own. So this is also going to go to my mom and dad along with the mini album I did of Colton because they've never met any of these children, and they're wonderful children, and I wanted to share that with them. So I will link the tutorial below that I followed for this. It's a very sweet little mini album. I'm using the one sheet of paper. However, I do find at the end that it's not enough pages for what I want it to be. So I do add some little pages of my own, and I'll show you how I do that further on in the video. So this tutorial actually took me less than an hour to put together. It's a very quick little mini album. It turns out so cute. She gives you exact instructions on what size to cut, where to score it, you know, how to make it look like an album. And hers actually is a full accordion album. I end up gluing my back pages together so that it's more like a book and not an accordion album. And that's where I lost some of the pages. But I'm okay with that. I actually really enjoyed putting the little extra pages in there. And you'll see how I do that using some of the ephemera and die cuts and tags and stuff from this collection. So this is my How to Kill a Kit with Style collection from March, where I combined Paige Evans' Bloom Street collection and Cartabella's Farmhouse Market. I didn't get as much traction on the Farmhouse Market collection as I thought I would, but that's okay because I am going to join it with the Echo Park Spring Market collection, and they go really well together. So I've just glued all the back pages together, and here I'm going to make some tags to go in the pockets. So I did create 2 pockets according to the tutorial, and I took that leftover piece of paper that I had cut off the back page to create tags, and I'm going to slide those into those pockets. Now, this is part 1 of this video. Part 2, I will show you how I decorate and put the photos in. So yeah, so here is the closure. So a nice purple cotton twill ribbon, and great match for the paper colors. This was I think this was the only real purple sheet of paper in the collection. I wish there had been more, but I mean, aside from that, the collection is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to add some of that ribbon to my tags to make little poles. I'm going to add a little bit of glue at the top of the knot just to keep it from unraveling. I'm trying to keep these as flat as possible in order to be able to mail them out cheaper. So I'm pulling out some washi tape that I don't actually end up using because it blends too much in with the paper. So what I end up doing here is I'm going to decorate the front cover as well as the back cover, but the inside and the photos I will leave for the second part of this video. Here's where I'm looking and I'm thinking these extra tags and stuff would make really great little tip out extra pages. So I take some of those. I am looking at decorating the inside pages, but I don't actually do that until the next video. I am, however, going to finish off the back by adding this die cut. I'm gluing it straight down on the back because that's going to make sure that that ribbon doesn't come up. Because at this point, I've only used a double-sided tape from my ATG gun, and that doesn't hold ribbon very well. So I'm looking at some of the 3x4 cards, some of the other extras in this collection, and I've decided I'm going to make them double-sided by gluing two together and trimming one out so that they're the same size. And then I'm going to use the washi tape from the collection to join them to the book to make them extra pages. So I do end up putting down a liquid glue as well to make sure that they stay. This one I didn't do it on the first strip, but I do it on the rest. And I'm trying to get this right, and it doesn't fit properly. So I pull it out and I try again. And here's where I start to add glue. So it has to go down perfectly now because I've added liquid glue. So I get that down, flip it over, and I'm going to do the same to the back side. Add some glue, put down the washi tape, pull up one side of the washi, and glue it down as well. So I get them trimmed out, and there's one extra page in my book. So I add a total of 3 extra little pages, which was just perfect for the pages in the book. Gave me a little bit more real estate to add photos. I'm going to pop up that die cut on the front. This was actually a 3x4 card that I trimmed out. I fussy cut around it to give me that die cut shape. And I'm going to pop that up on foam, adhesive foam. So it's just fun foam with an adhesive backing. And I really like how the front of this book is kind of layered. So the front cover is actually only 2/3 of the size of the book. And then that first extra page that I put in is a little bit wider. And then you have the full-size page behind that. So it kind of gives a cascading look. I'm going to add some enamel shapes and dots from the package that comes with the collection, as well as a punched out little heart that I added in matching paper. So here's where I add page number 2. And I took the tag and another one of the 3x4 cards, and I cut them to match and did the same thing. This one here, I put the tag in first with the washi tape, both sides, and then I take the 3x4 card and I place it where I need it so that I can trim it out from there, so that it all fits perfectly. And that 3x4 card on the back actually covers up part of the washi tape that's on the back of the tag. That tag is so pretty, and I've just realized I have a naked tag hole, so I will fill that in with a little sticker or something on both sides just to cover it up. And the last little extra page I have is a 4x4 card that I do end up trimming down a little bit to make it fit, but here is the back of that tag. So I'm going to trim it out so that it's the same width, glue it straight down, and then trim out around the top of the tag so that the 3x4 card has the same shape at the top. There, so I get that done, and that's page number 2. Page number 3 is going to include that 4x4 card that says love, and I'm going to end up trimming that down a little bit to make it fit. And then on the back side, I have another 3x4 card, so it's not the same width It's the same height, but not the same width as that card that's in front, the love card. So what I end up doing is lining the back of that card on each side with that gorgeous washi tape and placing the 3x4 card down on top to cover up the seams, and then it just looks pretty seamless to make it the same size. So it has a border of that washi tape, just like that. Yeah. So that actually square card, I must have cut it down to a 3.5 by 3.5 because now it's the 3x4 card is too long, but that's not a big deal. There's lots of space on the back to trim it off. So I'm going to create the hinge the same way I've done before with the washi tape. And I will get that page done with glue, of course, on the washi tape to make sure it does not move. And I'm doing this voiceover a few days after, and it hasn't moved. That washi tape is not coming up. It's down there good and solid, which is good. And that's going to create the third little extra page in my mini album. I love how this turned out. The cards I had left were perfect colors to go with this sheet of paper. And when you see it all decorated in the next video, you'll see it all come together with the photos and the little bit of journaling that I did for my mom and dad. And yeah, so that's it. That's the mini album. This is part 1. So part 2 will be coming up probably tomorrow. And I will see you again soon then with another video. Have a great day, guys.